Gaia, your Miss Florida Team USA. We are delighted to have you as our guest as we celebrate the sparkle, spirit, and style of American girls yesterday and today.
We are very excited to see these young, fabulous models that we have coming up, and we just want to remind you to please silence your cell phones, don't take pictures, we don't want to distract the girls. They've worked very hard to be on this stage today. So we're glad to have you here today at our fashion show.
So let's get started. Here's Kaya. She was an adventurous and darling girl growing up in 1764 in America's rugged Northwest. Let's wish her good morning in her own language.
Ta me we, Kaya. Independent girl whose story takes place in Sackett's Harbor, New York during the War of 1812.
Caroline loves to go sailing on Lake Ontario with her father, who was a shipbuilder. Her big dream was to become a captain of her own ship one day.
Even though Caroline's clothes were not practical for sailing, she still loved to wear her pretty pink dresses like the one she's wearing now. Next we have Josefina Montoya. Josefina's days were long and busy. She was responsible for helping her sisters cook, clean, sew, weave, and garden. So her clothes had to be practical and comfortable.
But as you see, that doesn't mean it wasn't colorful. Marie Grace Gardner and Cecile Ray, two girls whose story took place in New Orleans in 1853.
Cecile is wearing a beautiful teal dress with roses at the waist. This dress is bold, just like Cecile.
Now here comes her friend Marie Grace. Let's take a look at her pink plaid taffeta dress. Marie Grace was a shy girl who moved from North back to her birthplace in New Orleans. There she explored an exciting new city with her dog Art. Rebecca was a child of Russian immigrants, and when she was growing up in New York City, she often felt caught between old world traditions and the ways things were done in America.
For example, Rebecca's family thought that a 9-year-old girl was too young to see a movie. This was very frustrating for Rebecca because she wanted to be an actress.
In 1917, when America entered the World War I, the USA government asked women to stop buying corsets because more steel was needed. For war efforts, women must have been thrilled.
I read that eliminating corsets freed up 28,000 tons of steel, enough to build 2 battleships.
Wow. There were a lot of other things in fashion between Rebecca's time and King's time too. For example, zippers came into fashion. Let's have all our nightwear models come back onto the stage for some summer party fun.
When I go to summer parties, my friends and I like to teach their new dance moves. Hey, wouldn't it be fun if Julie taught everyone how to do a disco move?
What a groovy idea. Let's try it. I'd like everyone to stand up if possible. Be sure you have enough room to raise your arms.
Julie, are you ready to show us your moves? Alright, if anyone wants to volunteer, they'll be happy to volunteer. Okay, everyone, keep your eyes on Julie the model and follow along as she shows us her 70s disco move. First, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Put your left hand on your hips. Raise your other arm and point up to the right. Next, bring your right arm down across your body and point to the left. Now raise your arm and point back up to the right. And repeat up and down arm movement with the music. Looking good. Now you've learned the arm movement, you can add the hip movement. Just move your hip toward the direction that you're pointing. Yeah, you really got the hang of it. Those are some funky disco moves. You deserve to give a big hand for yourself. Take a bow, girls. You were terrific.
She looks like she's ready to settle in for a comfy bedtime story with her big baby doll. The sweet star heart print and ruffles at the sleeves really make her feel cozy and look cute. Oh, it looks like our bitty baby is getting sleepy.
Don't worry, you can put her in bed soon. We just have one more sleepwear style to show you. But first, I want to introduce Kara Spindler. We want to congratulate her on being our star fundraiser. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Carrot and Chevet Filler. Fair Isle refers to the pattern on her leggings. It's a traditional knitting technique that comes all the way from Scotland. Isn't it pretty on these PJs?
It looks perfect with that boudoir top embroidered with snowflakes.
First guest model is Jeanette Dawson. She is 11 years old and in the 6th grade. She attends Highland Oaks Middle School. Jeanette's hobbies are playing video games, performing magic tricks, and telling jokes. Work it, Jeanette. Let's give her a round of applause. Our next guest model is Alyssa Nicole Goliath. She is 9 years old in the 4th grade. She attends Rainbow Park Elementary. Alyssa's hobbies are competing in pageants and talent shows and playing with her American Girl doll. And our last guest model is Asia Delego, 11 years old and in the 7th grade. She attends Beacon Hill Preparatory School. Asia's hobbies are also reading, riding her bike, and girl after my own heart, shopping. Asia Delego, today's American Girl, is living for the applause. You work this, Asia.
I miss you all very much. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas full of happy surprises.
Now let's give everyone a big hand for a great show that supported a great cause.